What's up, guys? I haven't been too well today. I've been sneezing, coughing all day, but I'm gonna try my best to make the video to the best of my ability. And if you guys don't understand anything in the video, feel free to leave a comment. Alright? So, anyway, let's get started. So for the intermediate algorithm scripting, this is the challenge of wherefore are the so it says make a function that looks through an array of objects, first argument, and returns an array of all objects that have matching name and value pairs. Second argument. Each name and value pair of the source object has to be present in the object from the collection if it's to be included in the returned array. For example, if the first argument is this, okay, which is an array of objects, this tells us that it's an array, and these brackets, the curly brackets, tells us that it's got objects in it. And the second argument is last colon capital. Then you must return the third object from the array, which is 0, first, second, and third. So this object here. The first from the array, the first argument, right? Because it contains the name and its value that was passed on as the second argument. Remember to use read, search, and ask if you get stuck. Write your own code. Okay, cool. Right, so I think what we need to do here is we need to match our second argument object to our first argument array object. So if the last object is present in the first argument, so the object that has the key last and the value of his capital, then it should return true. So in this example, if this object has last and capital, so in array we need to find out this object. So which one would it be here? Okay, so we need to return this whole object from the array. Alright? Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna sort the second argument's object key. So we're gonna extract the keys of this second argument and assign it to an array variable. Alright, and then we're gonna loop through the collections object, the collections array here, and check if our array has this object of this key. If yes, we're gonna return true. If not, we're gonna return false. Perfect. Alright, so I'm gonna call this variable as array of keys. Okay, and how you gonna extract the keys from the source argument here, I mean from this object, is by using the method keys. Alright, I'll show you how to do that. So the keys method is in the objects class, so you should type in object, and from this you can access all the methods of it. So I will extract I would choose the key method and give it what object that I want to extract it from. In this challenge, it would be source, okay, which is the second argument here. So I would do source, and now let me just show you guys that if I do console dot log and array of keys, then it should show me just this part here. Alright, array of keys, console.log, yes. That should be it. Okay, why is it not showing me that? Let's do that again. Array of keys. Perfect. Okay, see over here in the second argument, which is the source one, is passed. The last key is passed in that object. So if I, for experimental purposes, add another key here, then it would show me just, I mean, the key value pair here, then it would show me both last and first, but only the keys. Okay, so last and first are the keys only. All right, and let me just show you this part here, the first argument, in a really readable manner. So what you should do is because the more readable it gets, the easier it gets to work with. All right, so that's what I normally like to do anyway. So that's our array. This is our first object. Okay, here we go, and the second. All right, that's the second object, and these are the keys of it, or you can say the values, I mean the properties of these objects. Okay, so first, oops. Okay, perfect. So essentially we're working with this data set, an array of objects. Okay, hope, hope it makes sense. Right, now what I want to do is remove this first part, which I just showed you for demonstration purposes. It doesn't have to do anything. It doesn't have anything to do with the challenge itself. Okay, now that we know that we're getting the key, so now we can apply the filter on this collection object, which is this one here. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, return collection and apply the filter method on that. And then what filter method does is that it takes a callback function, so I'll give it a callback function, and I want to pass in all the objects that are in this collections. Okay, so I will do obct object Okay. Da, 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 da. And uh, then what I want to do is through the loop through the array of keys. Yep. So for I is equal to 0, I is less than array of oops keys, and then the length, and then I plus plus. Okay. Now we're gonna be looping through the array of keys to find the match for the objects in the first argument. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna check if the object, which is this one here, if each object has the property that's mentioned in the last the source object, okay, which is the array of keys. So basically what I'm going to do is compare the these properties to the source keys. All right, let's do this. So I'm going to say if object, the Partial object with and oops, no, not there, has own property, which checks the object's own properties. Okay, and then I'm gonna give it the give it the index for source keys array. So it would check if this object has this array of keys present in it and the value of it. Okay, so it's checking that if this object here has the value of this key present, which is this one, the value of this key present in here. Okay, so or I'm gonna check another statement that um, um, if object again, and then I'm gonna check if also objects the source keys, oops, the array of keys value, which is I. So it's essentially what I'm doing here. If this value, which is the object's array of keys, that one is equal to the sources, which is this argument here, sources value. So essentially I'm just comparing the values now. All right, so I would say is source, and then I want to compare its value as well. So source keys, and then one, no, I, sorry, and then yeah, all right, and then if it is present, then what do I want to do? I want to return actually let's do it in this way. If it's not present, then I want to simply return false. Alright, and if it is present, then I want to simply return. So this for loop will finish here. If this is not the condition, then I want to simply return true here. Perfect. While these errors coming now, I need to add a semicolon, I believe. So 8 or oops, I added another bracket here. Okay, let me just expand this for you so it's a bit more readable for you guys, and bring this to the line in one line. Okay, hope it's a bit more readable now for you guys. Alright, so again, uh, I, I put all the sources keys in an array because we don't know in the free code camps test cases how many would there be, so I'm just putting them in the array, which is the array of keys, and then I've called the filter objects on the collection, and I'm uh, taking each of the objects, which is these guys here, or you can say these guys here, each of the object, this one, and this one, and then what I'm doing is I'm iterating through these array of keys, okay, and then just checking if the properties of these objects match any of the key and value of the source ones, but I'm doing it a bit in an opposite way. So if if the properties and the values don't match, then I'm returning false, and if it doesn't match, then I'm simply returning true. Alright, let's see if this code passes. If not, we have done something wrong again. Alright, I'll delete all this. No, actually, let me try this one. No, what am I doing? Alright, so let's try this. If it works or not. Hopefully it should. No, array of keys is not defined. Where did I make the mistake? Da, da, da. Source is fine. Array of keys is defined there. So why does it say it's not defined? Let me just copy and paste these, because I'm pretty sure it's a typo error. Array of keys. Yep. Source keys. Nope. Array of keys. What am I thinking? Source keys. Yep. Yep. This should work, because I think the error was coming because of here. I've had some other variable which wasn't even declared in the whole code. Alright, so this one should work now. Let's see if it does. Yeah, shiver me timbers. Oh, well done, guys. You did pretty well. Hope you understood the concept of extracting keys and choosing all appropriate methods of the array. For example, in this one we have learned a new one, which was keys. So I really hope you understood the concept of it. And if you have any questions, leave me a comment below. Please like my video, and I'll see you in the next challenge. Until that, have fun coding.